Have you always heard about the word compound interest? And you keep hearing start your investment early because there's power in compound interest. But you have not been able to actually fathom it to say, okay, what does this compound interest mean? Or maybe you understand the power of compound interest, but you're just thinking, how do I actually get this money to start this investment? So in this video today, I'll be teaching you two things. Number one, I'm going to be breaking down the power of compound interest into the simplest form that you can actually understand. And again, we're going to be looking for the money you need to invest. Yes, we're going to be looking for the money we need to invest from that your income. Okay, so let's go. So I have those boards today. I know there are a lot of things on this board, so I don't want you to focus on the whole board at the same time. I'll just be taking it step by step, and I want you to focus on the step we are on. So let's assume the first step we're going to be looking at is you have $100 a month to invest. You have $100 a month to invest, and your interest rate is 10% per annum. So let's say you're doing $100 a month. That means you're going to be doing $1,200 a year. So that means your total contribution for year one is $1,200. Using the interest rate of 10% per annum, that means you will earn an interest of about $55 that year. That means at the end of the year, you have $1,255. That's in year one. Now, you might say the interest is small. I totally understand. But let's now see what the power of compound interest can do. What it means is you're not going to take out this $54 from your contribution. You're not taking it out from your investment. You're going to be leaving it in your investment, and that is what is going to be rolled over to the following year. So in year two, your total contribution for the year, you're still doing $100. You've not increased your contribution. Your total contribution for the year will be $1,200 as well. But in year two, what you would have earned in interest will be $233. That's about $234. Using the same 10% per annum interest rate. So in year two, you will discover that your total amount in your portfolio is like your investment. So your total amount in your portfolio is $2,600, right? Now, we're not taking that money out. We're still leaving the capital and the interest in that investment. Now, let's go ahead to year 10. At year 10, if you continue to do $100 monthly, you did not increase your income. No, you did not increase your contribution. What it means is in year 10, you would have contributed $12,000 or 12,000, whatever your currency is. Same 10%. Like, let's assume that for the 10 years, 10 interest rate remained at 10%. Same 10%, you would have earned $7,986. So your total amount in your portfolio will be about $19,800 in your portfolio. Now, let's go to year 25. In year 25, you would have contributed, your total contribution would have been $30,000. You did not increase it. Remember, we are constant with that $100. And your total interest you would have earned is $93,000. So in year 25, you will have about $123,000. Now let's imagine this. So you're doing $100 monthly for 25 years. Your total contribution is $30,000, but the total interest you've earned for that 25 years is $93,000. Now you can imagine the power of compound interest, right? Because you did not remove your interest from that principal, you kept on rolling it over. That is why you have this. And also because you kept on contributing, like you did not pause your contribution. So you can see the growth you have over 25 years. And you wonder, is it just $100 that I'm investing that can bring this? Yes, it's $100 you're investing. You might be saying, oh, 10% is quite high. But I can tell you that there are a lot of investment that will pay you 10% per annum. At least from the stock market, you can do S&P 500. It's been about 10% over the years. Not saying that it's not going to go, as in there's no fluctuation in the market. There's fluctuation in the market, but we're saying an average of 10% for over 25 years. So let's go ahead and look at the second example we have here. So let's say you don't even have $100 to start investing, but you can spare $50 from your monthly income and you want to start with $50. So let's see. So $50 per month at 10% per annum as well. So in the first year, your total contribution will be $600, but you would have earned $27 in interest. Wow, it's quite small. I totally understand. But let's go to year 2. In year 2, your total contribution will be $1,200 and you would have earned $116 in interest. Your total portfolio is about $1,300 right now. Going forward to year 10, what happens? In year 10, your total contribution is $6,000, but your interest you would have earned is $3,900, which means your total portfolio is about $10,000, close to $10,000. And going to year 25, your total contribution would have been $15,000. And your total interest you would have earned is $46,000. So that means you have a portfolio of $61,000 for 25 years, just contributing $50 per annum, with the assumption that we have an average rate of 10% per annum for the 25 years. You can see that $50 that you think, oh, it's so little, but if you put it in an investment account, it can actually yield something for you. And I want to believe, you might be thinking, oh, $50 is so small. I keep telling you, it's not the amount you start with for your investment. What is most important for you to start investing is the discipline and the mindset. That is why I took very minimal amount, so that you can have the discipline. If you can be sure that, okay, $50, you can be disciplined to put $50 away every month into an investment account, you'll be sure that after 2 years, I'm very sure you would have increased it, right? Because you would have seen, oh, my $50 is bringing something to me, and you would want to increase it. So let's go. What about the third situation? Let's even assume you can't afford $100. You can't even afford $50. I know there are people like that can't afford that. What about $20? Yes, you can at least afford $20 in a month. So let's go. $20 in a month. Remember what I keep saying. It is the mindset and the discipline. And that is why I want you to start. No matter how little, just create that mindset and create the discipline for yourself. So $20 a month with the assumption of 10% interest rate per annum as well. In year 1, you would have contributed $240. You would earn $10. That means $250. But what are we looking at? Mindset and discipline. Year 2, you would have contributed $480. You will earn $46. That means you have a total of $526 in your portfolio. At the same time, what are we still looking at? Mindset and discipline. Now let's go to year 10. You would have contributed $2,400. You will earn $1,500. That means you have about $4,000 in your portfolio. You can see the growth is already coming in. And in year 25, you would have contributed $6,000, and your total interest would have been $18,000. And your total portfolio is about $24,000. But I want to tell you that if you start with any of these amounts, I am so sure that by the time you get to year 2 and you see the growth in your investment, you will be so encouraged to want to do more. And once you put more, if you decide to increase any of this contribution, let's say you decide to increase by $50, you're doing $50 initially, and you decide to increase by $50 maybe after year 2, definitely what you would have will be more than this. But what I want you to know is the best, as in what you need to start investing, is not actually the money, is the mindset and the discipline. And someone may say, okay, what if I don't even have all this money? You know, I told you that we're going to look for the money in your income. You say, okay, I can't even afford $20 on a monthly basis. So let's look for the money in your income. Now, do you have any of these apps? Do you have Netflix, Prime, Disney, any apps that you do monthly subscription for, that you just sit there and what do? You scroll through your phone, or you use like 3 hours on the apps just to be watching movie and that thing. So you're going to cancel any of these apps. Yes, you're going to cancel them. And it's not the subscription that is my problem. What I want you to know is if you cancel that app, the 3 hours or the 2 hours you use on that app, I want you to go to YouTube and learn a new skill. Yes. So let's assume you cancel Netflix. You were paying $20 on Netflix before, and you decide to cancel Netflix. The $20 you were paying on Netflix, put it in your investments. You started creating the mindset. You started creating the discipline. Now, the 3 hours you use on Netflix, go to YouTube, learn a new skill that will give you extra income. Because that is the only way you can get financial freedom. If you keep using the 3 hours on any of this application or any application that whatsoever that takes your time, that doesn't really add value to you, if you keep using extra time on it, then you will not gain financial freedom. So if you're looking for financial freedom and you feel you can't even afford the $20 per month, and you pay for Netflix or you pay for any of this application, any of these apps that takes you 3 hours to watch a movie, 4 hours to just keep scrolling on the app. Now, I want you to change that mindset. I want you to cancel that app, cancel the subscription, go to YouTube. YouTube is free. Yes, it's free. Go to YouTube, learn a skill so that you can make more money that you can put in your investment. And as you cancel the app, don't just keep the subscription. Don't use the subscription to do something else. Use the subscription to start your investment journey so that you're building the mindset and you're building your portfolio. So I want to believe that you must have learned 1 or 2 things from this on how you can start your investment journey and how you can grow your investment journey. And if you do not have the money today, how you can actually look for the money in your income. And if you're still finding it difficult to look for the money in your income, that is where I come in. I actually teach people how to clear their debts, how to become financially stable, and how to begin their investment journey. You can always send me a DM or you can comment on the video and I will send you a link for you to book a session with me. Thank you and God bless you.